Welcome to Cottage Necessities. Today we're going to make melt and pour flour soap. So this is your silicone mold that we're going to use. I got this at Joann's in the bakery department. It's basically a couple of designs of flowers. And I got the idea to maybe use some poppy seeds. In these little tiny places like that. And I'm gonna try putting them in with this squeegee thing, but I'm gonna lick it and wet my poppy seeds and then see if I can drop them in there. Seems to be working pretty well. Okay, so I have this wax that was already mixed from a previous project. I'm going to melt that in the microwave and drop some of that into these. I know I said wax here, but I did mean soap. This was a little bit of soap from another project. Well, that's heating up. I'm going to take some of this clear melt and pour soap. Just cut a slice off. I don't think I'm going to need that much. I'm going to cut 2 squares to start with, and this is a designated knife for this purpose. I don't use this knife in the kitchen. And then we're just going to melt each of these. Now I'm using these applesauce containers that I saved, and I'm hoping this is going to work. So what I'm going to do is take one of these little things and suck up some of that wax and just drop it in there like that. Now I've also done this before. If you don't have one of these, you can use a toothpick. Just put it on the end of a toothpick. Now I'm also going to put a little bit in here to just solidify and affirm those black dots. Sort of set those are kind of setting in. It's already getting hardened up. Okay, so I'm back and I've got this melted. Now I'm putting it's here. And so what I'm going to do is take one of these little things and suck up some of that wax and just drop it in there like that. Now I've also done this before. If you don't have one of these, you can use a toothpick. Just put it on the end of a toothpick. Now I'm also going to put a little bit in here to just solidify and affirm those black dots. Sort of set those are kind of setting in. Now you get air too when you use it. And bubbles. We just want it to look like a real flower if we can. Pop that on there. Like that. A couple more. And these are going to be like guest soaps, gift soaps, guest or gift. It's already getting hardened up. So that's done. Now I'll save this because I have some left over. I'll just save this for another time. So I can put that one aside. Now I've got the other ones melted. The clear soap, and we're going to do the pink flowers, the pink part, So we're going to use a little bit of mica coloring, which I have here. This is from Brambleberry. It's raspberry mica. I'm not an affiliate for Brambleberry, so I'm just going to put about half a teaspoon in this clear wax. So you can pour it like this, slowly, just so it fills that little recessed area of the flower. Can't really see this up, and you see I'm using a different popsicle stick for each one. This one we're going to put some green chrome oxide pigment. Just about maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon, not too much. That's already getting a film on top. Mix that up really well. Okay, so make a note to yourself not to leave that in the microwave for 30 seconds. It's going to take about 20 seconds. That's all you need. So don't make the mistake I just made and go up to 30, because it's going to be too much. Okay, so we'll give those a few minutes to set up. Looks like they're all, oh, that one bled over a little bit. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and fill that one in all the way, because it'll have the shape of the two. I wanted to have some white flowers in there, or maybe a different color of flower. This one's, I'm going to just have very little color in this one. Just going to just barely tap some color in so it's a little bit lighter than the dark pink, and we're going to pour that in there. So this one, I left it in for about 20 seconds, and it's just perfect. Heat it up really well. So I'm going to carefully pour that into the second flower. And it's going to be a little lighter than the first one. That's a big chunk here. This is called double butter glycerin soap. I'm just going to take a little slice of that. About like that. We're going to melt that with this clear that's left over, just for that small flower right in these 3 pockets. And then we'll do our leaves after that. At this point, it's okay if it covers the other flower a little bit, because it's already filled in. So that's nothing to worry about there. Now I'm just going to pour my green. Then we'll just put on some of this pink. Since we have it already melted, we'll just add it in there. Now we're ready to mix up the main base color which is going to be the white glycerin soap. You're just going to have to kind of guesstimate how much you need. You can use any white melt and pour soap. This is just one that I had on hand. Ooh. I'm going to cut it up into a couple of chunks because I'm going to cook this one on the stove. and we're going to add some fragrance. So I just get these little pots. I find them in the thrift store. This one has a Teflon base. It has a nice long handle, which is nice for pouring. So I've got about 4 chunks in there. I'm going to put a little bit more. Okay, back with some heated, this is the white. So just for fun, I'm going to make another layer of the white. I'm going to heat it up. So see the bubbles there? We just give it a little squirt with a 90% alcohol, and that gets rid of those bubbles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another layer of the white mixed with some pink, just to give it that little bit of a special touch. And I've got this nice pink opaque. Then I'm going to pour that on for the final layer. I'm not going to put any fragrance in this. I think I put plenty of fragrance in the first layer. And let's just do that. So now, since we have this on a nice flat tray, that one kind of has a marble effect. It's pretty. That is pretty. We'll just let this sit overnight and we'll show it in the morning. Okay, here we are this morning. I can't wait to show you how these turned out. To loosen, I'm going to turn it over. Working with one hand here. Interesting. Turned out kind of pretty. The green behind it made it a little darker. The pink came out a little darker than expected. Let's see the next one. This is the one that we did. It bled over, so I just went ahead and did both of them the same color. That turned out pretty. See, I missed part of the petal over here. Another one with the 3 colors. Now this is the back, and the side has kind of a nice layered look. It's very pretty. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment if you'd like to see more of these in the future. I really enjoyed making this one, and I hope we can do many more. This is also great for happy mail projects or as a special gift for someone that you love. Please like and subscribe when you get to the end. Thanks for coming.